Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. I'm Anusha, and if you're new to my channel Nest Artfully, I talk about everything that goes into making a house your home. Today's video, I'm in our master bedroom here and we've assigned a corner as our home office or work desk area. Now, this is a rental home, so we did have a couple of constraints like space constraint, and so we measured the space that we have here and purchased a table specifically for it. So a couple of things that we kept in mind while doing up this work desk space is that the furniture should be light and movable, preferably foldable, and of course we wanted it to be in a well-lit area, not against the window, against a wall, but next to a window. So we've taken care of all of these things. In fact, we measured the area and we purchased a table which is about 80 centimeters. So it's not really big, but it's enough for our laptop work. So now, this being part of the bedroom, I still wanted to give it a corner which looks vibrant and engaging for us to feel like we want to work there. So there are a couple of things that I'm going to do today to tackle that, bring a little more color and design into this space, and I'm going to still try and find ways to do it which is renter friendly and something that I can easily remove when we decide to leave here. To start with, I wanted to bring in some design and color into this wall, which is pretty much the focus wall for the desk space here. And I've been looking at this trend on Pinterest, Instagram, and even TikTok for a long time now, which is painting, color blocking in different shapes, especially the arched wall shape of color blocking, and I'm going to try that out here. This being a rented home, I had to find a way to paint the wall without painting the wall. So we got thinking, and we had some wallpaper remaining from our previous dining area project, and what we decided is that we'll put wallpaper on the wall first, paint on top of the wallpaper, so that when we leave here we can just peel it, throw it away, and the wall goes back to looking like this.
The roads that lay open are many, when the old one's gone under the knife, and I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
Now for the topmost section of the wall, that's where the arch comes in, and if we were directly doing it on the wall, we would just have to draw out the arch there, and then the most time consuming step, which is using masking tape across the shape of the arch. Now, since I'm using wallpaper, it's a little easier for me because I can draw out the shape of the arch here, and then I can also paint first, then cut it and put it in place, so then I will skip the masking tape step and things can move much faster after that. The next step for me is to get started with painting. Now for paint, I went to a local paint shop and I went through their paint catalog and I selected few colors of my liking. Now I initially had a more elaborate design planned out in mind, but then I found out that whatever color I selected from the catalog was to be mixed just for me, and the minimum quantity they would do so for was 1 liter, which is just too much. I don't need so much for the project, and I definitely don't need multiple cans of these. So I just picked one color. But if you go to the paint shop and you pick from colors that are pre-mixed, this particular shop didn't have it, they will have sample quantities which will be more than enough for a project like this. Do check it out. Another pro tip is that with colors you can get very confused about what you should pick and how it will really look. So a swatch test is actually ideal, but in the case that you cannot do a swatch test, then I suggest you take a picture from the catalog of the colors you like, and the difference in the color tone when you see it on your phone will help you kind of eliminate the colors you absolutely don't like. They do look a little different and you can make a safer choice.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning I stars are clear as any, to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, oh, that is.
We finished the art-shaped block of paint that we wanted to do on the wall. We've tried to keep the finishing as neat as possible, and the edges look very neat and even right now. So we're going to go ahead with the next step, which is I wanted to add something on this block of color where we can keep some little knickknacks or pieces of art, and for that I needed some shelves here on the wall. Now I've painted on the wall without really painting on the wall, and I'm going to put up the shelves without drilling any nails. So I needed something really light to be used as shelves. So first I got this L bracket. It's an antique style bracket, so the color and the design will pop up really well against this backdrop color that we have. And to sit on top of it, I picked up these very light plywood planks. So they're finished, so the edges are smooth. So I just need to place them on top of the bracket and they'll be ready to use. But first I have to get the brackets up on the wall with the help of epoxy glue and let it sit for about 24 hours, and then I'll proceed with the styling.
That ever was is a rise. Today and not tomorrow, there's no.
It's the following morning. The brackets have been sitting on the wall for about 15 hours now, and the adhesive has bonded. In fact, we had to use a mixture of epoxy with quick fix glue because epoxy takes a long time to dry, and in that time we needed something to quickly fix to the wall and hold the bracket in place. So that's what we did. Now it's time to place the planks on these brackets and get to styling the table and the floor space as well. So let's get started.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow.
Since these brackets are not nailed into the wall, I wanted to make sure that whatever I kept on these shelves are light, both in terms of the weight as well as in terms of the visual appearance. So I've intentionally picked out items that mean something to us while also being lightweight and visually clutter-free. So I've just kept some art frames, a little bit of greenery infused wire plants, and some small knickknacks, and of course a family picture. Now to add one more interesting aspect to these shelves, I've got these little lamps. Now you can press them to have them turned on, and they come with these adhesive strips with the help of which I can get them under the shelf. So in the evening and at night, it's going to give a very nice effect by throwing some soft light on the objects placed here. Now I'm going to lay out the carpet here and then place the table on top of it.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. Baby, we go way back, all the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah, city
just like that, what was once a very uninspiring corner of the bedroom has turned into this, a vibrant, stylish space for us to sit down and get some work done. So the color on the wall is actually a very vibrant color, but we've done it keeping in mind the rest of the bedroom and the theme that we're going for in the rest of the room. So that is something to keep in mind. You don't want colors that don't work well together. And of course, the rug that we have here for comfort as well as to reflect more light, because it's cream and colored and it breaks from the wooden flooring. The furniture is of course again light in color, so this entire space is just now infused with a lot of energy and light, so which is essential when you're trying to get work done. You don't want it connected with the rest of the bedroom, which is trying to just put you to sleep. And of course, all the shelves have been styled with elements both for design that look aesthetic and pleasing to the eye, but are also functional. We've brought back the snake plant from the living room here because this is where it first was, and it grows really well with the plenty of indirect sunlight coming in through this window, and it juxtaposes very well against the orange pop of the wall. And the lampshade, I'm planning to do a DIY and change, but for now even that has a very nice contrast effect with the rest of the wall. So I'm really happy with the space and can't wait to get started on my editing and other work here. I hope you found this video useful and inspiring to do up your own workspace at home. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.